This is the training video for Sunny Stalker. If you have any questions after this, please ask a student leader. The proper PPE for Sunny Stalker is an apron and plastic gloves. Aprons can be found in the laundry room and plastic gloves can be found in dry stock. This is the chemical closet. Here you can find the blue glass cleaner for the sneeze guards, multi-quat, which is used for the counters, and orange force, which you wouldn't be using during this shift. Multi-quat and glass cleaner can also be found underneath the sinks at all the concepts. This is dry stock. Here you can find most foods that don't need refrigerated. You can find chocolate chips, sprinkles, banana chips, sugar, cereal, and coffee supplies. Plastic gloves and plastic wrap are also here. This is the thawing room. Here you can find English muffins, white and wheat bread. This is the produce cooler. Here you can find yogurt, salsa, and fruit. This is the milk cooler. Here you can find extra bagels and whipped cream. In the back is the blast freezer where you can find ice packs for the condiment pumps. Before the dinner shift starts, your job is to ensure it is well stocked for the customers. You are in charge of the yogurt cooler all the way down to the jelly cooler. The first thing you should do is make sure the equipment is all turned on. There are 3 cold wells, the oatmeal warmer, the toaster oven, and the coffee maker. Utensils can be found in plastic pans underneath the counter. Place the proper utensil in each food item and also plastic tongs on a metal holder in front of the bagel and pastry containers. 3 black trays should be placed underneath the cereal dispensers and 2 should be placed under each end of the toaster oven. The yogurt well has 3 flavors of yogurt, 1 butter, 1 fruit, salsa, and whipped cream. Backups of all of these things are in the yogurt cooler underneath the cereal dispensers. If this cooler is empty, you can restock it. Extra yogurt, salsa, and fruit is in the produce cooler and whipped cream is in the milk cooler. The oatmeal is made by Sunny's back cook. Please communicate with them if you are running low. Oatmeal toppings such as chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, banana chips, sprinkles, brown sugar, and cinnamon sugar are found underneath the counter near the cereal. Extras can be found in dry stock. Raisins and dried cranberries are found in the yogurt cooler, or extras are in the produce cooler. There is a condiment pump with ketchup and hot sauce. Refill these with backups from the condiment cooler underneath line 1. Also make sure there are 2 ice packs underneath the containers. Extra bags of cereal from dry stock can be placed in the cart underneath the dispensers. To refill cereal, lift the top off the dispenser and carefully pour the bag into it. One of your responsibilities is to serve coffee. We have regular and decaf, and we also have a hot water dispenser for tea. To make coffee, unscrew the top of a coffee pot and place it under the proper side. The left side of the machine is for regular coffee and the right side is decaf. Take a paper towel and place it in the bottom of the coffee grounds dispenser. Coffee filters are underneath the coffee maker. Take one and place it in the grounds dispenser. For regular coffee, pull once for 3 steps, and for decaf, pull once per step. Make sure the steps are then set to the proper setting on the machine. Place the filter with the coffee grounds in the strainer and place it in the machine above the proper coffee pot and then press brew. Make sure the coffee pot's handle is in the down position, otherwise the coffee will pour out onto the floor. Keep the shelves stocked with the coffee supplies and keep the coffee mug holders stocked on the line. The hot water dispenser must be filled using the red tap on the coffee machine. Bagels must be stocked throughout the shift. We have plain, blueberry, cinnamon raisin, wheat, and everything bagels. We also put out English muffins, wheat, and white bread. These can be found on the bagel rack next to the coffee machine. Also, keep this stocked with bagels that are found in the milk cooler. Bread and English muffins can be found in the thawing room. We also have a cream cheese and jelly well. We have 6 flavors of cream cheese, 5 jellies, and 1 butter. Backups of these can be found in the cooler underneath the counter near the coffee maker. Communicate with your cook if this cooler is running low on something. Pastries and possibly donuts must be stocked throughout the shift as well. Backups of these can be found wrapped on trays directly underneath the counter. Communicate with your cook about what pastries you are serving for that meal period. If you are running low, also make sure to tell them. Throughout the shift, you are in charge of keeping everything stocked for the customers, as well as keeping the coolers and shelves stocked. You should also be making backups of coffee to swap with empty pots. There is a Sunny transporter who deals with the hot food past the oatmeal bar. Once the meal period is ended, leave out utensils and the food for 10 more minutes. Once it has been 10 minutes, turn off all equipment and take away all the utensils. Wash the utensils and empty bagel or pastry plates with a sponge and Dawn dish soap at the sink. Let them dry and then put them in their proper storage place. For dinner, all of the yogurt, butter, fruit, jelly, and cream cheese is wrapped, dated, and placed in their proper cooler. Once the ice is melted in the wells, wipe out any standing water or spills. For lunch, leave the cold wells on, refill any empty pans, and then place sheet trays over the wells. The oatmeal warmer can be unplugged, and using hot pads, take the oatmeal back to pots and pans. For dinner, the oatmeal toppings should be refilled and wrapped, except for the brown sugar, which can be thrown out. For lunch, the oatmeal toppings should be refilled and covered with a sheet tray. Restock all of the cereal. The coffee pots and hot water dispenser should be emptied and rinsed out and cleaned off. The bagels should be restocked and double wrapped and can be placed underneath the counter. The donuts and pastries should also be taken out, double wrapped, and placed underneath the counters. The containers should then be wiped out with a wet cloth. Once the toaster oven has cooled, lift up the wire belt and clean off any crumbs. The black trays underneath the toaster oven and under the cereal dispensers can be taken to dish room. Clean the sneeze guards with blue glass cleaner and the blue paper towels. Spray the towel instead of directly spraying the window. Clean the counters first with a bucket of warm soapy water and a sponge, and then with a white cloth and multi-quat. Also spray the cloth instead of directly spraying the counters. Clean off any crumbs or spills on the shelves underneath the counters. Clean off the inside and outside of the yogurt and cream cheese and jelly cooler. There is one drain under each sink at Sunny that needs to be cleaned. Wearing cut gloves, remove the drain cover, take out the food catcher, and clean off the food into a trash can. Do not let any food go down the drain. The final thing to do is grab a cart and take out the trash to the dumpster and refill the cans with new trash bags. Take all dirty laundry to the laundry room and place it in the proper bins. Make sure you get a student leader to check you out.